Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you click that link in the description box to get your green gear. I got some funny, crazy, stupid shit to tell you at the end. So, let's get this shit out of the way. Yesterday, they had Daunte Wright's funeral. Now, he was a regular young man, a regular life, regular family, so he's probably going to have a regular funeral. Wrong. Are you kidding me? This is one of their martyrs. He's not going to have a regular funeral. Did George Floyd have a regular funeral? Hell no. Do regular people have golden caskets? No. But I guess since his name is going to be synonymous with justice, as we were told by that liver-spotted demon Nancy Pelosi, you can't give somebody like that a regular funeral. And in this case, same thing. You can't give Daunte Wright a regular funeral. As Al Sharptongue put it during the eulogy, he is the Prince of Brooklyn Center. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. What are you talking about? Why did his funeral look like that? Ilhan Omar was there. She's a congresswoman. She was there. The governor of Minnesota asked the citizens of Minnesota, asked them to have 2 minutes of silence at noon, the same time that Daunte Wright's funeral started. Was this Pope Wright, President Wright, King Wright? No, just Daunte. You know, the guy who got shot by the police because he did something stupid, and so did she? A congresswoman was there. 2 minutes of silence. You want to know who else was there? Ben Crump, the family's attorney. He's also the attorney for George Floyd's family. Al Sharptongue was there. He delivered the eulogy. That's part of the victimhood, ghetto lottery, the cop shot your family member package. Al Sharptongue will come and do your eulogy with his sickly looking ass. I've said this before. If you follow my videos for a while, I've said that Al Sharptongue has hepcades. He looks like he has hepcades, hepatitis, cancer, and AIDS. He looks like he died 2 months ago. He's up there espousing his bullshit, his lies, his race pimping. Why doesn't he have a hat with a feather in it? Why doesn't he look like the dude from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker when he got out of prison with the goldfish in his platform shoes? Why doesn't Al Sharpton look like Antonio Fargas? He's a pimp. He's up there talking that pimp shit. You better barbecue a mildew, ho. That's what he is. He's a pimp. Except he's not pimping hoes, he's pimping race. He got up there and said, God is not on the side of the oppressor. God is on the side of the oppressed. I thought God loved everybody. Maybe I got that wrong. Maybe I should start listening to Al Sharptongue, Al Forked Tongue. He said, God is not on the side of the oppressor. He's on the side of the oppressed. Okay. Who else was there? George Floyd's family was there. Why? Why was George Floyd's family there? What? Because both of their family members were killed by the cops? So if you lose a family member to cancer, do you start attending funerals of people who died of cancer? No, you don't. This is a political ploy. This is power consolidation. Who else was there? This is the worst one of all. Emmett Till's family was at Daunte Wright's funeral. So they are trying to equate the two. Who was Emmett Till? Emmett Till was a 14-year-old boy who, according to the law, said, not the law in the books, the law, the local law enforcement, according to them, he insulted a white woman. Therefore, he was dragged from his cell and hung. He was lynched by a mob. That's who Emmett Till was in 1955. So you're telling me by inviting his family to this fool's funeral that he is on par with the lynching and murder of a 14-year-old boy in 1955, an America that none of us recognize. So he's the same as this 20-year-old fucking thug, this hoodlum, who jumped in his fucking car when he was being handcuffed by the cops and was shot on accident. He is the same as a 14-year-old child who was hung by a mob. How scared was Emmett Till when they dragged him out there and put that rope around his neck? Compared to Daunte Wright, who was going to be arrested and would have been arrested had he not hopped back in his vehicle like a dumbass. But he's the same as Emmett Till. And by inviting Emmett Till, they're also telling you that America is the same. That the needle hasn't moved from 1955 to 2021. That's also what they're saying. What in the fuck was Emmett Till's family doing there? And shame on them for accepting the invite and showing up and fanning the flames of this bullshit. Why was he there? I've had family members die of cancer. I had a family member die of a heart attack. You see me standing outside of funerals of people who died of heart attacks and cancer? No, because that's stupid and that's not how things are done. Why was Al Sharpton there? Did he know Daunte Wright? Did Ilhan Omar know Daunte Wright? Why were they there? Why were they not there for Rosemary Michael? Jericho, who in the hell is Rosemary Michael? I'll tell you, she was a woman who earlier this year was killed in Minnesota. She was shot in her vehicle by her ex-boyfriend. Well, where was Ilhan Omar to hand her family the folded up flag that flew over the Capitol on the day he died? Yes, that's what Ilhan Omar did. So where's Rosemary Michael's family's flag? Oh, because that doesn't fit the narrative. She was black, got killed by a black person, so that gets filed under nobody gives a fuck. Where was the 2 minutes of silence for her? She was sitting in her vehicle at a gas station and got shot. Where was her elaborate funeral? What's the dude's name? Something Harold? This motherfucker opened the funeral. I didn't know you had opening music acts at a funeral, but I guess when you're at a red carpet event, that's how it goes down. This was a victimhood red carpet. This was a victimhood Allstar Mount Rushmore. So whatever his name, last name Harold, his son was the kid who got accused of stealing some lady's cell phone. Why the fuck is that a national story that some lady falsely accused a kid of stealing her cell phone? But that's where we're at now. So this kid's dad apparently is some musician, so he got booked to play fucking Daunte Wright's funeral. He's up there playing a trumpet solo while somebody is painting a picture of Daunte Wright with black and white paint. What in the entire fuck is that? Is this some kind of art show or is this a funeral? What the hell is going on here? Why do you have an opening act and why is it the father of some kid in some bullshit ass case that nobody outside of his family should even know about? They're bringing out the big guns. They got to strike while the iron is hot. There's an expiration date on this bullshit. People are going to get tired of it. There's only so many times you can cry racial wolf. There's only so many times you can cry systemic racism wolf. There's only so many times you can call the police are hunting us wolf. Until people start turning a deaf ear to that bullshit and don't want to hear it anymore. And guess what's going to happen when that's not the flavor of the day? They're going to drop your ass like a bad habit and move on to the next one. It seems to me like they're grooming the Asians for that. All these spikes in Asian hate crimes, they just signed some legislation that allows people to investigate hate crimes against Asians or some shit. What? I even said in another video, they said there was an 800% spike in hate crimes against Asians in New York City. You read that and go, holy shit, 800%? This is a damn epidemic, until you take the first layer off that onion and peel it. Then you see that the attacks went from 7 to 28. Now, should anybody be assaulted? No, for any reason. We should be allowed to walk the streets safely in this country that we pay way too many fucking taxes to live in. But don't tell me this is an epidemic when it goes from 7 to 28. And then Los Angeles, oh, this huge 300% or some crazy ass percentage, this hike in hate crimes against Asians. Until you take that first layer of the onion and you peel that shit back. Then you see that it went from like 6 to 15. All of those situations are wrong. Every family involved, they are hurting physically and emotionally. In their world, that shit is fucked up, and I get it. But in the grand scheme of things, don't tell me this is an epidemic when it goes from 6 to 15 or 7 to 28. But they're grooming them to be the next victimhood group because they know there's an expiration date on this shit. Now, they can put it to bed for a while. See, they dip into the well of racism when necessary. They'll put it away for a while. It'll lay dormant until they need it again. Now, let's get to this silly bullshit I was telling you about. Oh, one more thing before I'm done with that Daunte Wright funeral fiasco horseshit pony show. At least this time, his mom had on a nice dress and she wasn't wrapped in a fucking blanket. How are you going to get out there in front of the country wrapped in a blanket? Anyway, so this is what's going on in California, California. And I've said this many times, people, when it happens here, it's coming to you. We are the petri dish. The left coast, or Washington, Oregon, and California are the country's petri dish for stupid, crazy socialist, progressive bullshit. Here's the next one. Guess who's running for governor? Against Gavin Bang Your Wife Newsom, and they're going to announce the results of the recall initiative next week. I think next Wednesday or Friday, something like that. So we'll find out officially what's going to happen. They've collected over 2 million signatures. 1.5 have to be verified so we can put this to a special election. And guess who is throwing their hat in the ring to run against Gavin Bang Your Wife Newsom? And if you don't know why I call him that, if you're new to the channel, I call him Gavin Bang Your Wife Newsom because he banged his best friend's wife. Look it up. Guess who's running against him? You know what? This is what we deserve in California because we allow this crazy, stupid, silly shit to continue. And not only continues, it's nurtured and encouraged. The former Woman of the Year, winner of, was it some bravery award that it got over some dude that lost both his legs in war. This person got the award, the bravery award, over somebody who lost their damn limbs in war. Bruce Jenner. That's right, guys. Bruce / Caitlyn / whatever the fuck / I killed somebody in my vehicle, Jenner. They are running for governor of California. That is perfect. That is exactly what we deserve in this upside down, crazy ass, stupid commie state, is to have somebody like that as our governor. Bruce damn Jenner. Now, when he was Bruce Jenner, he was a world-class athlete, won the gold, I believe, in 76. Something happened. He married the fucking Kardashians. Now he's Caitlyn Jenner. And I'm going to put a link in the description box to a video. This fool was on The Mask or something. It's some TV show where they have somebody who's dressed up. You have a mask on or whatever, a costume. You don't know who they are. They sing a song and you try to guess who they are before they do the big reveal and take their mask off and you can see who they are. This motherfucker's performance, if you can watch the whole thing, I will buy you lunch. I couldn't watch a whole minute of this cringy ass bullshit. That's who's going to be running for governor of California. But that's what we deserve. Who do we have? Yeah, California. He couldn't even say California. Then we go from him to Jerry fucking Brown and Gavin Newsom. Of course, Caitlyn Bruce Jenner is going to be next. And in the clip, this fool looks ridiculous. He looks like RuPaul's Christmas tree. All this shit and these decorations and the long nails, he looks like a damn fool. His face looks melted. And that's who's going to run for governor of California. That's what we get. That is what we get. Man, this video... It is some of the worst shit you've ever seen. Like I said, if you get to the whole video, you are better than me. I couldn't do 60 seconds of this shit. And you can tell the people in the video, they are like, what the fuck is this? Like, they are weirded out. It is awkward as hell. It is hard to watch. But that's who's going to be on the ballot as leader of California. Somebody that is certifiable. Somebody that is mentally unstable. They changed sexes. Now, I don't know how it goes. I don't know if they chop your dick off or they just invert it. They split it like a hot dog when it's in the microwave too long. I don't know what goes on down there, but he has tits and everything. That shit is crazy. And he's going to be running California, potentially. What are they going to do? You're going to put a Republican against him? You better not say anything about the fact that he's a tranny. You better not. You know what's going to happen. You'll get canceled before you even start. What the fuck? Jenner. Bruce Braitlyn Jenner is running for governor of California. This is what we get. How is that even a thing? How can that even... Well, I guess if you let a porno star and Gary Coleman get on the ballot, you got to let this fool get on there. I'd rather have Gary Coleman, R.I.P. What the fuck? Then don't laugh too hard out of Californians, people who aren't Californians or out-of-staters. Don't laugh too hard because it's coming to a theater near you. Now, let me go over here and wrap up my state-mandated meal period. The only good thing California's giving me. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone. Link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.